Hey, what's up, guys? Over at a Gamer, and we're back with another funny stories. So I'm gonna start off on this one. I might be able to do this one also, so that'll be pretty cool. But this one's gonna be started off. Imagine this: I'm in school, and so I'm in school, and I'm really tired. I didn't get sleep the night before for about 2 days before because I had so much stuff to do. And I just didn't get any sleep. I had like maybe 2 hours of sleep in my body. So I fall asleep in class, and everybody knows when you fall asleep in class, you either have the weirdest dreams or you have the best dreams ever. You just sleep and you never can wake up. Well, I fell asleep and I had one of those dreams where you're just like you fall. You know those fallen dreams? Yeah, I had one of those dreams, and I was just laying there sleeping, and I'm running and I jump and I fall. And what happens to me is, apparently when this happens to me in a dream, I jump out of my chair. In mid-class, and the teacher's teaching, I jump out of my chair and I scream, like, ah! And everybody just stares at me like, what the hell? And I'm like, oh, hey guys, I'm just gonna sit back down now and not, make another noise, because it was just really awkward, because everybody was, like, really focused taking notes, and I just, out of my chair, like, standing up in class. And they're just staring at me like, oh, this kid's crazy. Alright, so that happens, and then this is in my second period. So I get up, I go to my third period, I go to my fourth period, and then I get to my fifth period. And at my fifth period, this is what happens. I sit down, I take out my notebook, and I pass out again. I can't believe it. I'm just like, I'm so tired, I can't do anything. I just like, my head like lightly touched the desk and I died. I just passed out. So I'm having this dream, but this time I'm riding a polar bear. Listen, I don't do drugs, but I'm riding a polar bear. And I noticed that the polar bear is going too fast for me, and I'm like, oh, this is like getting too crazy. So I jump off, and apparently there's like a huge, I'm on a canyon, I didn't know it. So there's like a huge open area next to me. I jump off and I fall into there. And then I jump out of my seat and I scream again. So this is you gotta remember, guys, I usually, I don't ever sleep in class. So this is like once in like forever that I ever do this, so my body's not like used to doing it, so it's probably felt like it was like freaking out that I'm actually doing it. So it was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I just jumped out of my chair twice in one day, and everybody was looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this kid? He must be doing drugs. And my teacher went up to me and was like, is there something you want to explain? And I'm like, yeah, I fell asleep and I had a dream that I was falling. Because I wasn't gonna lie to her. Why would you need to lie? There's no need. So I told her, hey, I just fell asleep and I jumped out of my chair. And she was like, oh, don't do it again? Yeah, that must be a good option. Alright, so that was the first story. This happened to me just this year, and it was so random. I really hate when stuff like that happens to me in middle of class and everybody just thinks I'm a weirdo. Well, what you gonna do? So my next story is, I was going to the Harry Potter 7 premiere, part 2 or whatever premiere, and I was going with my sister and apparently some of her friends, and one of her friends brought his sister, which is the exact same age as me, but I didn't know. So this happens, and me and my sister are really close, so she was like, hey, can you hold my stuff for me? Which is if you guys don't know what Vera Bradley is, I'll post a link down in the description. A Vera Bradley purse and matching wallet. So she told me to hold these things, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And I sit down, and we're waiting, and then they come in, and this girl is hot, and I'm just like, oh, and I'm just holding this Vera Bradley, and I'm like holding it like if it was mine, and I'm just like, oh, that's not right, and I'm just staring at her, and she's like, cool purse. And I'm like, thanks, gotta be fashionable with it. And she's like, yeah, I agree. And we're just both staring at each other, and it got pretty awkward until the movie started, and then we started talking. I'm guessing because the Vera Bradley wasn't very visible, but yeah, that was just like, we were just sitting there like, okay, just sitting there staring at each other, all awkward. And then, because I didn't know that she was like single or anything. I just knew that she was hot, and yeah, it was just really awkward because like I was in Orlando and I didn't think I was gonna move back here, but I was like, wow, what the hell? What are the odds that I meet this really hot girl randomly at the movies and I'm holding Vera Bradley? Like the girliest looking person wallet ever. It's like I'm seeing, guys, if you don't click the link, it's like flower designs and like bright blue colors and pinks and stuff, like bright blues and pinks and flowers. That's what a Vera Bradley is. And it's like, oh my god, how awkward was it? And she had her friend too, and her friend's like, I think he's gay. Oh, she's like, I don't know. He doesn't look gay. He doesn't really act gay. He's just holding Vera Bradley. And I can hear them. Like, I'm like, they're sitting right next to me, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's what's up. And it was just so awkward. I couldn't believe I actually didn't hand it back to my sister. I actually held it. But the moral of the story of that one is, guys, that I actually got her number, and we're probably gonna be going out soon. So, lesson to you guys: funny stories could equal great things in life, or if anything, funny stories could actually, like, let's say your sister, if you have a sister, or if you have a mom or something, she says, hold this, do it, because you could meet a hot girl, and she could probably think you're not gay, and you could go out with her. Guys, come on, like, how good does that sound? Just follow my advice, life lessons. And since I do have a lot of, okay, I just kicked a random water jug under my desk. Since I do have a lot of time left, I'm just going to tell you guys some life lessons, or things you can do in life to help you, I guess, little things. Well, this one is going to be a pretty good lesson, you know. If you're out with a girl, because I know some of you guys are just around that age to start dating, or maybe you're a little bit older than dating. Probably you guys already have a girlfriend. Like, all of you guys already had a girlfriend at least once. Well, if you're around that age, pay for her stuff. That's always a good one. You never want her to pay for her own things. And I know you guys must be like, oh, I thought that was regular, like you had to do that. A lot of guys don't do that, and it's really stupid because they look really dumb. And don't dress weird. Don't dress weird. If you do that, you're so screwed. I'm not even kidding you. If you dress in like Pokemon t-shirt and jeans, that will not be the girl you'll be going out with any day soon. Just letting you guys know, hey, if you guys like your Pokemon shirts, it's good to wear inside your house, and maybe when no one else is looking, that could possibly be a date. But when you're with a girl, try wearing something regular. Just a little bit of advice out there. Also, really personal stuff. I don't mean like extreme, like in-depth personal stuff, but just personal stuff like little weird things that happen to you. Probably not the first thing to tell them on the first day you meet them. Maybe you are afraid of cotton. I don't know why, this is just random, but if you're afraid of cotton, like you hate the feeling of cotton, don't tell her that on the first date. She'll probably think you're a weirdo. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the funny stories and a few life lessons on that one. Hey, yeah, helping you guys out now. If you guys just comment, rate, subscribe, tell me what you guys like think about this series. Some of you guys said it was funny, and I thank you for that. And I'll let you, if you guys don't think these stories were funny, I'll let you guys say that too. It doesn't really matter for me. See you guys in the next one.